Good morning. I am not Ginger. I am not Wanggong. I am Dave Gioick, and I'm here to do some Qigong on Grandparent Day. So I'd like to start doing some releases, just getting ready for today's Dharma talk. And I'd like you to put your hands, palm facing up, right on the side. And with one hand, you're going to go out, cross diagonal, turn your hand over, and bring it back. Switching sides, left hand out, turn, and back. So we can use our breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath. Out breath, in breath. Letting go of frustration, any irritation, just letting go of all those things that are annoying. You can let them go on that out breath. Let's do 2 more. Nice. And the next one, we're going to bring our arms up on the side, bring them towards the center, turn them over, push away, bring them back to the sides and down. So on the in breath and the out breath. Nice. You can release any negativity. Let's do 1 more. And the next one, we're going to have a hand down below about our waist, as if you were holding a ball, but this hand turns so that both palms are facing front. And we're going to have a diagonal where the top hand pushes away, and as it comes back, it takes the place of the bottom hand as the bottom hand comes up to the top. So push away is from the top hand, but then it then falls down to the bottom and the top hand comes up. So out breath. Out breath, letting go of worry. Releasing doubt. Let's do 2 more. Wonderful. Our next one is where we're going to bring our arms up in front. We're going to turn our palms up, bring them back to where our lungs are, push away, bring them back and down. In breath brings them up, brings them back. Out breath, away. In breath, out breath. So we can release sadness, sorrow, grief from the lungs. Do 1 more. And then if you take a foot and put it diagonally, we'll do our ocean wave. Nice, flowing. Out breath with a push. In breath, coming back. Releasing fear. take one more to this side, and then we're going to switch and do the other side. Here we go. Do one more. All right, so as we are balancing ourselves here with this Qigong, let's do an exercise where we do a motion maybe we haven't done before, but we're going to do the same diagonal step, and with the diagonal step, we're going to bring our arms up, and like we're putting our head through the cylinder, reaching all the way out with hands back behind us. And then we're going to switch feet, go the other direction, where we kind of reach your hands up, push out. Yeah, nice. All right, so you can feel the emphasis on following your heart, where we push everything aside so we can follow that heart. So in breath, out breath. Take a step back, turn, in breath, out breath. Nice. Let's do one more. Good. And then, as sort of we're getting close to our finish, we're going to have, you put your arms up with the palms facing each other, and then out to the side. So we'll bring it up and out. Yeah. Like we're all one, all together. Do two more. And then we'll end with a motion, a vertical motion, the arms going up and down, sort of stretching. So as we go up, we can bring down the little heaven. And when you go down, we can bring up a little earth. So we can receive the grace of heaven and be open to receiving the grace of earth. And just feel that energy coming inside. Completes our Qigong. Thank you so much. Please take your seat for the next part.
Good morning. Today is September 13th, 2020. And welcome everyone to the Sunday Life Dharma of One Buddhism Temple in North Carolina. We'll continue our meditation practice with sitting for grown-ups or lying down for children. And all together, we'll do chanting and we'll listen to Dharma talk given by Donna Gulick. So what is meditation? Meditation is a way to get freedom of mind. Through meditation practice, we can learn how to make our mind our own and to use it the way we wish. In order to do it, we first need to empty our mind. Emptying our mind is the first step to obtain freedom of mind, and meditation can help. So now, please take your time to sit comfortably in a chair or sit on a floor. Today I'm sitting on a chair. By wiggling your upper torso, release any tension on your shoulders, your chest, your waist, and pelvic bone. Now sitting up tall and high, make sure you tuck in your chin slightly. You tuck in your chin slightly and straighten your neck. Imagine you're holding up the sky with your head. Now keep your eyes half closed and gaze downward about 4 to 5 feet in front of you. Allow your gaze to pass over the tip of your nose down to the floor. Breathe. Breathe comfortably and naturally. Let your mind follow your breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. As we keep noting our breathing movement, our chi energy becomes settled. Our mind settles. We want to keep our mouth gently closed. When your mouth is closed, and your teeth are gently touching each other, you will find that your mind naturally becomes more stable. You can abide your mind in your lower abdomen, Tanjan, the chi energy field. Tanjan is a good place that your mind can stay. Allow yourself to breathe through your Tanjan, your chi energy center, and for your mind to anchor there. May we sit in silence, finding the still point within. please join me in chanting Yeongju, the prayer chant. Yeongju 천지연기야 심정만 사유이야 심토 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정만 사유이야 심토 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정만 사유이야 심통 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 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정만 사유이야 심토 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정. Let us join our palms together and read Prayer for World Peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharma Kaya Buddha fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. 원하옵니다. 원하옵니다. 간절히 원하옵니다. 내 손길 닿는 곳, 내 발길 머무는 곳, 내 음성 메아리치는 곳, 내 마음 향하는 곳마다 우리 모두 다 함께, 우리 모두 다 함께 wish and pray sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings. Sutra Chanting Meditation. Today's chanting meditation is Ilwon-sang vow. The gateway of birth and death, transcending being, non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, lost the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, enlightened people and sentient beings, Ilwon manifests as both permanence and impermanence. Fused as permanence, Ilwon unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is. Fused as impermanence, Ilwon unfolds into infinite world through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth, we transform through the 6 forms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwon Sangha Dharma Kaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwon and become one with the nature of Ilwon.
Greetings, Temple community. Join me in a fundraiser for the new meditation park connected to the temple grounds. For any donation of $50 or more, you will be gifted a one-of-a-kind Il-Wan circle. For me personally, I like to look at the symbol to remind me of the oneness of all things. The meditation park will add greatly to our temple and all that's already been started. Please consider making a donation. Contact Reverend Wongong or Reverend Ginger with your interest, and thank you for your time.
Good morning. I'm Donna Gulick. Welcome to the oneness of our gathering. My talk is Deepening Our Spirituality in Today's World. 100 years ago, Won Buddhism's founder, Master Sotazan, saw what humanity's needs would be, as materialism and industrialism were really just beginning to develop. In the scriptures of Won Buddhism, he began the first page with a single sentence. With this great opening of materialism, let us cultivate a great opening of spirituality. What he saw was that the development of the material world would be a major distraction, no kidding, downplaying spirituality and emphasizing personal gain. He said, benevolence and righteousness have lost their status, and wiles are rampant, causing the great way to become utterly confused. Benevolence, the desire to do good, to do what's for the highest good of all concerned, has become undervalued, and may it be beginning to change in all that's happening in our world. Master Sotazan saw humanity pulling away from being heart-centered and going toward materialism in a self-centered way that caused separation. He knew we needed heart-centered, spirit-centered teachings, actions, and living. He emphasized balance between spirituality and matter. Let's take our cell phones, for example. They're a modern miracle in many ways. Are we giving them more power so that it becomes spiritual power? Do we identify with our cell phone as our connection? Well, it is a connection to many things, or we wouldn't be together this morning, would we? And it's a connection to people, connection to what's going on in the world. It's a connection to so much. But it's not our biggest connection, is it? My husband, Dave, who led the Qigong this morning, and I were in the mountains a couple weeks ago, and where we were had absolutely no cell connection. We could get text messages if there were an emergency, nothing else. I picked up this thing, I don't know how many times a day, to check the weather. Is it going to rain early afternoon or all afternoon or the whole day? Oh, whoops, no weather. I picked it up not even knowing why I was picking it up. It was sitting on the table and I kept picking it up. I suspect many of us might be doing that, and we've all heard about taking a little vacation from your cell phone. How many times a day? When do we watch the news? Maybe taking a whole retreat without any electronics whatsoever. But we could take it deeper than that, couldn't we? What are the rest of our habits that go toward materialism with the exclusion of spirituality, not with the balance? When do we find balance? Obviously, we don't need to reject our digital world. It brings many good things. And Master Soto-san was talking about balance, not rejection, inclusiveness. What might balance between our blessings and our spirituality? What might it look like? We've all heard about taking space and time away, but not just away from electronics. How about away from busyness? How about away from everything except nature? How about not running away from ourselves by using electronics instead of listening from within or being extremely present? Let's look at our habits and mini rituals. I woke up this morning feeling kind of down, discouraged. Happen to you sometimes? I got in the shower, but mostly thought about why the shampoo bottle was jammed and what I could do about that. I still felt low as I headed in to take care of the dog and start the tea. Instead, I could choose to start my day with breathing in unconditional love and breathing it to myself and then out to others and to the world. Or begin it with thankfulness. My time in the shower could be about enjoying the present moment and all the sensations, not just getting the shower done to get to the next thing. Before going to bed, what about a mini ritual? I could gently release the day while I got ready, give thanks for what it brought, and send light to what was left undone, unsolved, or still in chaos. Without going over the events of the day and the news, I could still send love and a prayer to those in wildfires or dealing with all the smoke, to those all over the world who are suffering, to those suffering from hunger or the pandemic or strife or wars. But without stopping to engage with all that, without stopping to feel the emotions of it, I could simply send love, send blessings. May you receive whatever you need. Far be it from me to know what each needs. May it be so. I could do that and then release and affirm to receive what I need as I sleep. Having taught that for years, it's time I walked it again. These wonderful habits seem to slide away sometimes. So this morning, when I rewrote my talk again because some things felt really important, I went and put right by the mirror and on my bedstand a little note to remind myself, thankfulness and blessings. I'd love it if you wanted to join me. If this appeals to any of you, we could feel the communion, the community of doing, and of course do it your way, but of doing it together in oneness. Eckhart Tolle says, we are here to find that dimension within ourselves that is deeper than thought. We all know that's a challenge. And Master Soto-san, I repeat, says, let us cultivate a great opening of spirituality. He didn't just say, let's pick it back up again. He said a great opening of it. Let's go deeper. Let's go wider. Let's go farther. I've been noticing my thoughts, a bit ashamed of some of them. I'm judging when someone isn't wearing their mask and they pass by me. I'm judging if someone lets their dog bark and bark. What I could do, and am trying to remember and hope to remember more, to choose to do, is to send loving kindness to that person. I mean, whatever words or image appears, but something like, may you be filled with love. May you know love. May you act in compassion. I don't find that practice when I'm checking my cell phone, but I could be doing a practice like that each time I hear of grief in the world, of any kind, of strife, of pain, of hurt. Often I use sarcasm or humor, both of which have their place, but not as deep as sending a blessing. Join me. We can all be sending blessings. I'm sure you are, and perhaps we could deepen that. We're at a crossroads in history, worldwide. We all know that. We can do as Master Sotazana advised his first chosen spiritual teachers. Here's what he said. Now is the time for us first to put our hearts together and act in concert in order to rectify the ways of the world and the human mind, which are declining day by day. I'll repeat that. It's a big deal. Now is the time for us first to put our hearts together and act in concert in order to rectify the ways of the world and the human mind, which are declining day by day. That was 100 years ago he said that. Yes, we can do that. A century later, we need to come together in cooperative spirit of love and respect for all beings, all people, all nature, and our earth. It's happening worldwide. Of course, as awareness increases, so does resistance, but that's the pattern, that's normal, that happens. That's how human nature tends to work. But we can join our hearts in oneness with all beings who likewise think in benevolence, feel in good wishes. We can join together to help heal this world. In order to act in oneness, we need to start with our own thoughts. Thoughts have power. Thoughts go deeper. They affect universal consciousness. We can affect that by up-leveling our thoughts when needed, so that we are imagining a world of people, perhaps encircling Earth, hand in hand, radiating light from their heart centers, so that it radiates to each other, to all humanity, and outward to all events, and inward to our Earth, all of which need us. If you're not into pictures, we can still, with words, affirm that which is positive, beneficial, compassionate, coming forth in our world, taking place, being manifested. We can be part of that manifestation. Yes, through our contributions, like to temple here, to other things we believe in. And our contributions are our prayers, our words, our thoughts, our pictures. All of it affects the mass consciousness. Imagine now that we're all together. Oh, we are on YouTube. And yes, thank you, materialism, for that. One of the wonders that we together open our hearts. We open our minds. Let's choose a deeper spiritual approach to each day. I'm certainly going to put that in my to-do list, rather than discouragement, sarcasm, and fear. Together in oneness, let's hold the vision of the Buddha within each and every person. Through vision, through thoughts, through our hearts, we can join with others to empower changing the way history is being written. The path to enlightenment begins again with each step we take and with our vision of unity. Thank you, speaking of unity, for joining us this morning. Thank you for being you. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with unconditional love. May you be healthy. May you be safe. We hope to see you next Saturday.
Ann Andaloro, and I'm in Moorhead, Kentucky. And I'm here today just to tell you what a blessing it's been for me to be a part, to have visited the Won Buddhist Temple in North Carolina. Wow. Just to be with Wangan and with Ginger in meditation in that space was a really beautiful part of my life. And then there's this little pandemic, and coming out of it, I'm thinking it has been a little bit of a blessing to me because I have been able to be with the temple and Wangan and Ginger on Saturdays and Sunday mornings. And really been a blessing to me and really been helpful to me to be with them at this time. I can't really even explain how much benefit I get out of that 1 hour morning. I get so much, and just thinking that if you're with us and you're sitting there, you need to feel like you're getting something out of it too, but you also need to feel like you're giving a little bit back. So please donate to the cause of the Won Buddhist Temple. It is a lovely spot in the world, virtually, and someday we will be in person.